Hey everyone, it's Andrew. I'm here with Charlie, and it's that time of the month for our Super Chewer box for July 2022. As always, before we get started, we'll do a quick 1 month follow-up from last month's toys, which were the Jurassic Park themed toys, and then we'll do an unboxing and review of the July 2022 Super Chewer box. Before we start, I did want to make a quick announcement that since last month, I created a new separate channel for everything dog. So if you're interested in signing up for my dog exclusive content, you can use the subscribe button below. Otherwise, we'll get started with a review of last month's toys. So if you recall from last month, we had 3 separate toys for the month of June for the Jurassic Park theme box. We had the Dino Fossil Chew, we had the Beta toy, and then we had the It's in My DNA toy. We'll go over each of these one by one real quick. So for the Dino Fossil Chew, if you recall, this was essentially this foot imprint from a dinosaur. It had an indentation on the one side and then kind of like an outprint on the other side. It was this squishy toy that did not squeak. It's very like pliable and malleable. To be honest, Charlie didn't really play with this too much. The first couple days he ran around the house with it, squeezing it, kind of chewing on it. However, after that, he really didn't play with it the rest of the month. I think the reason why is it didn't have a squeaker and it didn't have anything really to incentivize him playing with it. We tried peanut butter and putting it on the outside here. However, he essentially just licked it off and didn't chew the actual toy. So to be honest, he didn't really like this much. It just wasn't really engaging, even though it looked pretty cool. The second toy was the Beta toy. This is this dinosaur head that is a squeaker. He absolutely loves this thing. He plays with it all the time. Earlier, right before this video, he was running around the house, squeaking it, running around, like having us chase after him with it. He went outside on the patio with it, just sitting around playing with it. He loves this thing. This has held up extremely well. If you look at it, there's bite marks along the surface and the edges. However, nothing's come apart on it. And surprisingly, unlike many other toys, this squeaker works extremely well and it hasn't broken yet. So we'll just squeak it right now. So it's super loud. He absolutely loves it. He probably won't play with it right now because he really wants to get the toys from the other box. But the Beta toy, absolutely loved. It was a great toy. Lastly, we had the It's in My DNA toy. So if you recall, this was essentially this rubber ball with the inside that had this mosquito kind of representing the amber from Jurassic Park. He played with this toy all the time as well. He'll run around the house, grab it, chase after it, retrieve it. He'll just squeeze it in his mouth because he really likes to like bite on this and squeeze it. Earlier, it got stuck under the TV stand and he wanted us to get it immediately for him. But this toy worked really well as well. So the It's in My DNA toy was a great hit as well. So in summary, what I'll say is the Dino Fossil Chew didn't really like just because it didn't have a squeaker, wasn't really engaging. He absolutely loved the It's in My DNA toy because it's a rubber ball. He could chase after it, he can bite on it, he can squeeze it, things like that. And then he absolutely loved the Beta toy as well because it's a great squeaker and it didn't break on him. So that's everything from last month for the month of June for the Jurassic Park theme box. What we'll do now is open up the July 2022 Super Chewer box. Okay, so here's July's Super Chewer box. We'll just open and take a look. I have no idea what the theme is going to be, so we'll just kind of see what's inside. And so that's pretty cool. So it says Pool Party Animals, and it shows an inflatable flamingo and a dog on the front. We'll just open it up and see what toys we get. Typically, we get 3 toys in our box, 2 treat bags, and then 2 treat sticks. We'll start with the toys. And so first off, we have this toy, which is the Flambouyant Flamingo. Essentially, it's this rubber flamingo that's shaped in a flamingo inflatable like you had on the cover. It's like a solid piece of rubber. It's not too hard. And then on the bottom here, it's got a treat spot where you can put treats. We'll just take a look at what they say in here, but it says it's natural rubber, paw and jaw. It's dishwasher safe, BPA free. It's treat dispensing, and it's a wacky wobbler. So when the dog plays with it, it'll wobble around and they can chase after it. I think Charlie will actually like this toy as long as the treats stay in here. He loves going after treats when they're inside a toy like this, so I think I'll have fun with this and I'll chew and play with it. Next, we'll take a look at this toy, and so this is let's see what it's called. It's the Get Ripped Margarita. So we'll take a look at this. So essentially it's a margarita cup with a kind of pull string on the edge here. It's essentially a cloth toy shaped like a margarita. Underneath it is some sort of rubber toy. We'll kind of look at the instructions here, or kind of the labeling. It says natural rubber core, fabric layer. It's treat dispensing as well for the toy underneath. And then it's 2 layers of play. So once the top layer comes off, you'll be able to have the dog play with the toy below. I think he'll love this. Typically, he always plays with these 2-layer toys. He'll essentially rip off one of these edges here, and then he'll get to the toy underneath and we'll play with it. We'll check if it's a squeaker. So it is not a squeaker. So it's very similar to this one where it's got this rubber core. So I suppose the rubber underneath will have some sort of treat dispensing capability, but that's the Get Ripped Margarita. And then lastly, we'll take a look at this toy. And so this is the Fetchin Rays. So this is natural rubber, dishwasher safe, and it says a good friend keeps things sunny, never throws shade. And so we'll take it out of this bag, but essentially it's a sun toy that is essentially solid rubber. There's no real squeaker on it. So if you squeeze it, it doesn't squeak or anything like that. More recently, they've been doing a lot of toys like this where it's like solid rubber and just this like squeezer toy. Charlie didn't play with the toy from last month that was like that, which was the Dino Fossil Play. We'll see if he likes this one. Usually he prefers squeakers, and so it'll be interesting to see if he starts playing with these compared to other toys. But I suspect he'll run around with this and play with this as we go. And then lastly, we'll look at the different treats in this. So we have a pork stick recipe, 2 separate pork stick recipes as far as treat sticks. These have 2 separate sticks in here. What we'll probably do is break these off and throw them in the bottom here of this toy, because he loves chasing after these sticks and they fit really well into this, and they typically get stuck in here, so it takes a little bit of effort to get the treat out rather than having it simply fall out. But those are the 2 pork stick recipes. And then we have typically 2 treat bags. So we have soft bakes, bacon, and an oatmeal recipe. These will be these treats that are like this, that are soft, pliable. They usually can break up very easily. We use it all the time for treats, walking, when we cut his nails. So that's 1 treat bag. And then the other treat bag is jerky nibbles, which is turkey and sweet potato recipe. I haven't ever gotten these before, so we'll open them up right now, take a look at what they look like. Oh yeah, so we've gotten these before, but they're essentially a jerky stick. They break up very easily. Charlie's right underneath here, so I'll give it to him while he's sitting here. And he kind of just gobbled that right up. But that's all the toys and everything in the box for this month. We'll go over it real quick. So we have the jerky nibbles, turkey and sweet potato recipe treats. We have the soft bakes bacon and oatmeal recipe treats, and then we have the Get Ripped Margarita, which is this 2-layer play cloth plus rubber treat dispensing toy. It's got this strap on the side, which you could probably use as a tug or a chase toy if you want to do it with your dog. Just be very careful because this might fly around pretty easily. Then we have the Flambouyant Flamingo, which is this rubber toy with treat dispenser on the bottom. It's not really a solid nylon. It is rubber and it's malleable, so it is a softer toy. Charlie doesn't typically like the nylon toys that they provide, so we've opted out of that for over time. And then lastly, we had this toy, which is the Fetchin Rays toy, which is not really a squeaker, but it's like this squeezer toy. And then lastly, we had the pork stick recipes. So I'm going to give the toys to Charlie now. That's everything for this month, for the month of July, for the Super Chewer box. If you have any questions, comments about Super Chewer, you can definitely comment below and I'll be happy to answer any of the questions that you have. And then also, if you're interested in signing up for Super Chewer, I'm an affiliate member, so if you're interested, you can use the links below for the different discounts or promotions throughout the month, and those offer a good discount for you if you're interested in signing up. So thanks for watching, and if you're interested in signing up for my channel, please hit the subscribe button.